How's it going out there? This is Feed Your Mind. And so at the Astroworld Festival, the Travis Scott event in Houston, well, I came across some footage of some shadow figure entities in the crowd targeting individuals and then pouncing on them like a raging lion. Now, the footage seems pretty authentic. That's why I'm coming to you guys with it, because I figured I'd have you all check it out and tell me what you think. I'll leave a link so you can check it out in the comment section and the description box. I'm not so sure if I can post it here on this platform, but check it out. Let me know what you think. So basically, the Astroworld event took place early November, and according to my research, at the end of October, early November is a time when people, well, we know for sure people celebrate a strange holiday around that time. It looks like it appears to be a demonic holiday. And upon doing some research on the Halloween holiday, you can find out like people were kind of dressing up in order to trick the spirits and ghosts and stuff that might be walking amongst us. And so, according to my research, around that time is when the veil between realms is the thinnest. So with a nightmare, that can be considered kind of like a realm. I've done research on that. You can check out my dreams playlist for more information on that. And so some people experience like a shadow figure sometimes when they're between awake and sleep. So right before, like, they're just kind of stuck in this moment between waking up and still being asleep. And there's this kind of in between realm where people have experienced entities like a shadow figure. There's a hat man, there's an old hag, there's sleep paralysis and stuff like that, where people have literally been confronted by these entities and actually harmed, scratched, all types of things when dealing with these entities, especially the hat man, which the hat man is basically a shadow figure that has this hat. What people say it looks like a trench coat, and the hat is what he kind of looks like, almost like Jeepers Creepers movie kind of is what I've been hearing. So basically, or even Freddy Krueger, he has a hat. So I think kind of like these fictional characters are possibly kind of based on this experience. A lot of people have reported it. Like I said, some people have actually been harmed dealing with this character, or well, this entity. And so it's a realm. It's like a nightmare realm. It's more than just a dream at that point. So with this end of October, early November time of the year, they're saying like the occultists know this is the time when the veil is the thinnest between realms. And it's like some type of strange ritualistic type event that people still celebrate to this day, and it's been modernized and commercialized as a innocent holiday, but really there's a deep history behind it. So I find that interesting that this Astroworld event took place around, I don't know the exact date, I think it was like November 7th or something. It was definitely early November, though. That's the main thing that I'm getting at, because if there is something to this whole thinnest veil around that time of the year, where the spirit realm can kind of interact with the physical realm for a short period of time until that season passes. Well, it's interesting that this video of the Travis Scott Astroworld event captured some shadow figure entities in the crowd pouncing on people. And then we all know what happened at that event. And people, the actual results of what happened to these people at that event hasn't even really been released yet. So the original mainstream narrative was that, oh, everybody got stomped out in a stampede, but I looked a little more into it. There could be more than that, than just that going on. I mean, I think there was like 1 or 2 people that might have got stomped out, but some reports are saying like there was something to do with people's hearts exploding pretty much. And so, and then I have theories that could, there's a lot of usage going on at these events, these festivals, and mixing that with a lot of the things people have been taking recently in order to keep their jobs, mixing usage with that, and who knows what the results could be. So we're gonna kind of have to wait and see like the official results of like what actually happened to these people at that event. But I find this footage is very disturbing. I mean, like I said, check out the link. The links in the comment section and the description box. Check out this shadow figure lurking through the crowds. I mean, is it possible this could be authentic footage? I mean, I don't see why not. It could be authentic. It looks authentic, or it could be some type of. It could have been somebody could have some skills and could have made that footage. Who knows? It didn't look phony. I mean, it didn't look terribly altered, like some terribly altered footage. Like if this footage was created by somebody with skills to do stuff like that, Photoshop and editing skills for movies and stuff, like if anybody knew how to do that, I mean, they did a pretty good job, a real good job, because you could see the shadow figure just kind of seeking out who it wanted to target next, and it went at them. And I don't know if I've ever quite seen any footage like that before, claiming to be real. I mean, that was some pretty intense footage. I mean, my take on it, like if this footage is real, like I said, one scenario could be like the thinnest veil, the time of the year where these spirits could possibly enter into our realm, but maybe they're targeting people whose blood has been compromised as well. I mean, people have submitted their free will in order to comply, and I don't know if they have altered their can we say blood? Their red substance in them. I don't know if people have altered fluid running through them now. And the body is the temple of God, so it depends. Like maybe these people have opened themselves up to some spiritual issues after complying. It's possible. I mean, which is why there's a religious exemption, because I mean, just before the days of Noah, people were, altering themselves, and at first, well, the fallen ones were involved in that, but this is the modern times, and maybe the fallen ones are involved in this, what's going on now, and getting people, because it's like they want every single person to do this, to comply, and it's like, it's kind of weird, just like they want it's like, at first it was like, oh, maybe 70%, then 80%. Now it's like they just literally just want everybody in the world to go ahead and partake. And who knows if that opens you up to any type of spiritual attacks or anything. Because like the protection, like I said, like the Bible says the life is in the blood, and the blood is a very sacred thing. It's used for sacrifices and It's quite a spiritual thing, the blood. I mean, the life is in the blood. And to tamper with that, who knows, they've opened themselves up to the spiritual realm, possibly. Let me know your thoughts. Like, check out the video. Let me know if you think it's authentic. I mean, the reason why I brought up the whole blood thing is because basically I would have thought like it would have been some type of free will involved because it's like, it just doesn't seem like, if this footage is real, it just doesn't seem like these entities would have the people should be protected, even if, whether you're a believer or not, there's a certain level of protection, you would think, when it comes to these realms and spiritual attacks. Usually I would think, according to my research, that you would have to kind of invite these spiritual attacks into your life for these things to like be literally out here pouncing on people. But with the whole shadow figure things and the shadow people thing, I mean, a lot of people have experienced sleep paralysis. It doesn't necessarily seem like it's the fault of the individual all the time, like, because like with sleep paralysis, so many people have experienced that. I even experienced it, and I think most people do, at least once or twice. It's not a regular thing or anything. I mean, it's happened to me like once or twice before, and it's like, I didn't think I did anything necessarily to invite that type of situation to happen, but I mean, I don't know how that stuff works exactly, if you have to invite it or not, but it happens. I mean, the severe cases, I would definitely think these people would have had to have done something to invite that type of activity into their life. So like I said, check out my my dreams playlist if you want to see more information about these entities and these these nightmare situations where people have reported experiences and have actually had harm done to them when dealing with these entities. But yeah, this Travis Scott footage, this Astroworld footage is pretty disturbing. So check it out though. Let me know if you think it's real or not. The footage was brought to my attention by Richie from Boston. It was posted on an alternative platform. So, but check it out. Let me know what you think. I'd like to know your opinion on this whole thing, and if you think that was real, and what's going on there. Like, are we at a point in life now where we're getting to that point where the end times? I mean, I saw on Netflix there's a foreign movie out where the sins have reached a point where these entities have been unleashed into the world. So I don't know if there's going to be a time when these things could possibly be unleashed into the world, and well, we'll just have to see. I mean, Revelations is a pretty interesting book, and kind of tells of a time, like it almost reads out like a horror story if you look at it literal. The book of Revelations, it just seems like a lot of activity could be happening towards the end times, towards the last days. So yeah, like I said, check out the footage. Let me know what you think. I'll also leave a link if you'd like to donate to the channel. Help keep Feed Your Mind online. Help support your favorite truth channels and keep us going. Especially right now, because right now they're trying to get me to partake in order to keep my job, and so I could really use like your help right now. If you could chip in $1 or so to help me keep going. I'll also leave links to my other channels and my social media. So thank you for tuning in. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. This has been Feed Your Mind signing off.